Love thy neighbour is fine in theory, but we don't all win the neighbour lottery. This disagreement about a fence has turned into an almighty feud.
Mom! Help! 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 Help!
It's the fence dispute between neighbours that's turned toxic.
Help! Stop it! Stop it! Stop cutting the fence!
I was screaming for help when I went out there. I was like, because I did not think that he would be doing this.
Stop cutting the fence! Stop it!
On one side, armed with her iPhone, Rochelle Surpeth.
And I'm putting my hands in between, like, to make him stop, and he just would not stop. He's cut my fingers. He didn't care. He did not stop.
Stop it!
On the other side, plumber Mitch McKee determined to get rid of the fence to build a new one.
You're damaging our property. You're damaging our property.
My property.
You are damaging our property. What's attached to the fence? Stop it.
We just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about your neighbours, mate.
Still working, mate, sorry.
Well, this won't take long. Can you explain to us why you've behaved to your neighbours the way you have?
It's still working.
It's disgusting, and I don't understand how anybody can get away with this sort of behaviour.
Stop! Stop!
You're in our yard!
Get out!
Out of our yard, please!
Living with Rochelle is her mum Rennie, who says Mitch constantly abuses them.
Every time you go out, he's always swearing or saying something.
So he's not very neighbourly?
No, definitely not. We didn't deserve someone like him so close to us.
Look at what you've done to my hand.
Mate, I've got a witness here. You're hanging over the fence.
I don't want you to take my fence down.
They say you're terrorising them, abusing them, threatening them.
Terrorising? We're just building a new fence. How's that terrorising?
Well, we've seen some of the videos, mate.
Yeah.
The way you talk to them is pretty inappropriate.
Wow, mate.
Mitchell McKee, please get off my property.
Oh, don't make me a coffee.
Please get off my property.
Don't make me a coffee.
Honestly, I just think that he's trying to get his own way. And when he doesn't get his own way, then he just wants to make life really difficult for everybody else.
But they said they didn't want you to build the fence. They say you've torn down the original fence.
Well,
you've put that on their side of the property.
Come and film it. This is the original. Do you think that's going to keep the dog in?
Well, they say it has kept the dog in, mate.
All right,
but
can you please leave my property? Because we're still working. I've got workers coming in.
bizarrely, when Mitch first moved in 5 years ago, Rochelle says he built this wooden fence in front of the chain wire fence that was already there. Then he took the fence down. Rochelle says when she got her dog Bella, the council told her to put up this bamboo fence to make sure Bella couldn't escape, which she did. Now Mitch wants to build another fence.
If you're going to act like that, go through the right processes.
Just think that you're high and mighty, queen of the street.
Again,
Just replace the fence, you don't have to pay for it.
This truce only brought about when neighbours hearing Rochelle scream call police. 5 officers arrive but decide they can't do anything.
the police are saying it's a civil dispute. I showed them the cuts on my fingers from trying to prevent him from cutting down my fence, and they said if I've put my fingers in the way of his tools doing their job, then that's not assault.
Why aren't you doing something now? It's because you've got more witnesses than just me and my mum. Hey,
Hit me, you stupid.
I pushed you away from the fence, but
On the top of the head, and if I shut up and whack you like you hit me, you'd be crying.
Is that the way you normally treat women, Mitch? When police leave, Mitch gets back to work and in the process takes a swing at Rochelle's dog Bella with a hammer.
you've knocked down my fence, buddy. Bella, come here. Hey.
That dog out of here!
The event also recorded by a council officer from the street.
Did you just hit her?
You just hit the dog!
Get the dog out of here! Kill the dog.
Rochelle says Bella's face has been cut. Police are called again, and the RSPCA, which confirms they are investigating. Mitch, we saw you swing the hammer at the dog. They say you hit their dog.
That's false allegations, mate. Thank you.
Well, we've seen the scars on the dog, mate.
Oh, okay. They're all lies.
Nothing has happened. He hasn't apologised. He just thinks he can do anything and everything.
Finally, Mitch succeeds in knocking down the fence.
Well, you know what? If you actually went through the correct way, we would have had.
I don't give a about the correct way, obviously.
Yeah, clearly.
Rennie and Rochelle aren't the only ones complaining about Mitch McKee's behaviour. We have statements here from 2 other neighbours claiming Mitch has also abused them, thrown things at them, even spat at them. They say you've spat at them, the neighbours say you've thrown things at them. Do you believe that you have done anything to antagonise him?
No. I don't think we've done anything to warrant this behaviour. I don't think anybody deserves this behaviour.
Can you please stop? Stop! 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 You haven't done it correctly.
Shut up.
You haven't done it correctly.
That's where the baseball's going. Go get some coffee.
Go.
Rochelle is convinced Mitch has now built the fence on her side of the boundary, but Mitch maintains he's right.
Get back.
You want him
Get
to
back.
Stop it!
Get back.
We are allowed to do this. We are allowed to take
touch it.
photos. We are allowed to do this.
I'm working. Don't touch
We
it.
are
I'm
allowed.
doing this for your dog.
You didn't need to do this.
Are you afraid of him, Rennie?
Definitely. Definitely.
And Rochelle has her own opinion on why they are in this situation.
He thinks that we're women, we can't do anything, and we just had enough. We've had enough of letting him just get away with everything.
She hasn't paid a cent, mate.
Well, she doesn't want a new fence, she tells us. She's quite happy with the one that was there.
The fence doesn't comply, so... Have a good day. See you, mate.
The Department of Justice says if an owner demolishes a dividing fence without authorisation, the adjoining owner may take the matter to the tribunal. Both parties have a hearing in November. Rochelle says the RSPCA has warned Mitch over the dog incident.